Hello out there, everybody. Manny here at Area 503. And I hope you all have been well since our last video. Today I just want to talk to you all about some recent UFO sightings from around the world. And we've got a lot to cover, so I'm not going to waste any time. Let's just jump right into our first sighting, which took place over the skies of Japan. Watch the top part of the screen here. I tried to motion track this object to the best of my abilities, which obviously need a little practice. But this is a really strange sighting of what I can only describe as a flock of UFOs. I say flock because the movement pattern reminds me of a small flock of birds.
But wait! There's more!
Watch this area right here closely. Another UFO pops in seemingly from nowhere, and then right after that we see a third UFO come in from the bottom of the screen. That's right, folks. 3 UFOs for the price of 1. Now, I'm pretty sure that that last UFO was a satellite just because of its constant velocity and straight flight path. And the second UFO has a consistent velocity and a straight flight path as well. However, this one just seemed to appear out of nowhere. That kind of stumps me. It looks like it just appears out of nowhere, or it's coming from a very far distance at a sharp angle, and that's why it seems to just appear out of the darkness and then get brighter and brighter. But beyond that, it behaves just like the third UFO, and just like a satellite, so I'm not entirely convinced that this isn't simply a satellite being filmed, and that it's just not reflecting enough light for the camera to pick it up until it gets closer. That's kind of what I think is going on with this UFO. Let's go back for a minute and take a look at that first group of UFOs. Take a look at this zoomed up version side by side with the original. My tracking skills have gotten a little bit better, as you can see, so we get a better look at this group of UFOs close up. I said earlier that the movement patterns of these UFOs reminded me of a flock of birds. And when I zoom up on this, I feel like I can almost see wings flapping in the zoomed up images. What do you guys think? I really am starting to think that this is birds, and that the other 2 were satellites. Again, that's just what my intuition is telling me here. But even though I don't think these are UFOs, it really is an amazing little piece of footage. And it's something you don't see every day. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on to our next sighting, which took place over Akron, Colorado, just outside of Denver. Listen to this report.
I'm calling from the Federal Aviation Administration, Denver Air Traffic Control Center. We had a UFO report, a shiny, small, round object the size of the flight deck of an airliner by a Delta Flight 986. The date is June 30th. The time of the report was 1425 or 1425 Zulu time. With mountain time, that would be 8:25 in the morning on 6:30, or where you're at, Washington State, 7:25 in the morning, I guess. It was at flight level 340, 34,000 feet. Pilot said it was either 1,000 feet above or 1,000 feet below. And the area was a Navig Alpha Kilo Oscar, Akron, Colorado, 313 radial, 016 mile 6. So northwest of Akron, Colorado, by 16 miles or so. Once again, it was Delta Airlines, flight 986 on 6:30, 2019. So I'll be out for the next couple of weeks here with Denver Air Traffic Control Center. Just reporting this here.
So here we have an official UFO report from a Delta Airlines crew to the FAA Air Route Traffic Control Center, which forwarded the report to the National UFO Reporting Center. The pilots claimed to see a UFO that was about the same size as the flight deck of their Airbus A321. The flight deck is also commonly known as the cockpit. So the pilots report seeing this UFO at about 34,000 feet, and that the UFO got as close to 1,000 foot to the aircraft. That's pretty damn close, so I'm assuming that the pilots got a really good look at this thing. They described it as a shiny, small, round object. So let me ask you this. What kind of an object is approximately 10 foot in diameter, shiny, can maneuver at 34,000 feet, and move quickly? I don't know either, so that sounds like a legitimate UFO sighting to me. It should be noted that the sighting took place not far from the Denver International Airport. There are a whole host of conspiracy theories centering around the Denver airport, such as a secret government base underneath the airport, or that Freemasons built the airport in some kind of Illuminati connection, or even that aliens are kept underneath the airport. We're not going to go into those theories too much today, but I just thought that they were worth mentioning because of the close proximity of this sighting to the Denver airport. I'm sure that we'll be talking about the Denver airport again in the future, but for now, let's go ahead and move on to our next sighting, which took place over Delray Beach, Florida. Check out this sighting of multiple UFOs caught in the clouds just off the beach. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these things hovering there. Look at these bright orb UFOs just planted off the beach line. What are they doing out there in the clouds? The witness had this to say.
So weird. Aliens.
Wow, I totally agree with you, man. Those things look alien to me. These types of sightings are getting more and more common. Orb or energy UFOs just hanging out. They don't often move fast, and oftentimes there's multiple UFOs. But what are they doing out there? These UFOs look similar to a UFO spotted over Australia recently. Check out this shot from that UFO sighting. Let's zoom up on the Delray UFO and see if we can get a better look at it. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Whatever these things are, they are emitting or reflecting so much light that we are not going to get a good look at them. The only thing we're going to see is a bright, blurry shape. Dang it. You know, this really reminds me of something that I saw the other day in southeast Portland. There was a plane circling around, and it appeared normal except for one thing. Off-center on the left wing, there was an extremely bright floodlight, in addition to the normal red and white wing markers. I watched this plane performing small circles for a few minutes. I tried to look this plane up on Flight Radar 24, but it was flying without a transponder, or the transponder was disabled. It really made me wonder, what is going on up above us? If this plane were to be flying around at night, from a distance, you wouldn't even be able to see the red and white marker lights. But you sure as hell would see that off-center bright floodlight, and it would look like a UFO. Why is this plane circling above the city without an air transponder equipped with the floodlight? It really makes you think. Anyhow, back in Delray, the witness came up to the same conclusion that we did.
So weird. Aliens.
You said it best, buddy. I couldn't say it any better. So let's move on to our next sighting, which took place over Fremont, California. A witness captured a UFO described as a large gray cylinder floating in the clouds. And this is another example of a reflective, hovering UFO doing who knows what, right next to an urban center in broad daylight. So what are these things doing near our cities? I really don't know, but I'm going to keep my eyes open, and I'm going to keep on the lookout for more UFOs or planes or balloons or whatever the heck they are, and we will do our best to identify these UFOs and bring the information out to you guys. I found just one more clip that I had to show you all. It's not a UFO or an alien invasion. Nope, it's the latest in French military hardware. Check out this hoverboard. gotta tell you guys, this thing is awesome. I am definitely putting this on my Christmas list. Can you imagine a mobile infantry like Starship Troopers outfitted with these things? On the bounce, Private. Besides the military applications, I can see these things being used in cities all over the world to relieve traffic and as a personal transportation device. Furthermore, as a recreational vehicle, doesn't that hoverboard just look like a kick in the pants? I'd get on there and fly around. It's so exciting to me to see displays of new technologies such as these. I say it all the time, we are living in the most exciting era of human history, in my opinion. Well guys, for now, that's all I've got on UFO and UAP sightings from around the world. As always, this has been Manny at Area 503. And I wish you all the best until we meet again. And I am out of here to continue my search for universal truth.